a lot of homeschooled kids, a lot of now teacher parents, whatever we want to call them, are starting to realize the teacher's not the problem. It's little Becky, little Johnny. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Did you raise a Karen, Mom and Dad? No.
What's up, fam? Sean and Sasha here.
Sean.
Sasha.
Of course.
Still here.
Still here. Quarantined away.
How's everybody doing with homeschool?
Are you Zoom calling with the kids?
Yeah, how's that going?
We'll pop on every once in a while.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's different. It is kind of weird. I don't know. Because usually we're like, no, you don't talk to people online. Or you don't... And now I'm like, no, you have to go talk to your teacher face to face. To me, it's like Halloween. We spend all year telling our kids not to... not to accept candy from strangers and don't go to people's houses that you don't know. And then in Halloween, it's like, all those rules, scratch all of them. Let's go to every house. Let's talk to people we don't know. And let's eat their candy.
Why is Christmas the only holiday that can have a message?
Yeah.
I think, they had 2 weeks to just go from, hey, we're going to have spring break to just kidding. And then...
You're all homeschooled now.
Yes. And, hey, by the way, you're working from home and we need you to be prepped and prepared for X amount of weeks.
Yeah.
And having to be available all the time. I think that would have been hard for me.
Yeah.
I know nowadays having your teacher's cell phone number for emergencies or to text or whatever isn't necessarily that weird. I just think that the amount of texting has increased.
Oh yeah, the data bills are going out the roof.
Well, and it's also, my kids want to FaceTime their teacher, especially our younger one. She absolutely loves her teacher.
Yeah.
We absolutely love her teacher. We were very fortunate to have this teacher before with our other daughter, and she is phenomenal. And I am absolutely blessed and thankful and grateful beyond belief that I have 2 daughters that get to have her. And I know that she genuinely, really, truly loves my kids. And I sometimes I feel bad because she was on the phone with my daughter the other day for over 2 hours.
2 hours later.
2 hours.
Trying to help her with something because for whatever reason, my daughter was like, well, I was really struggling with it and I knew I was going to talk to you, so I just waited. And I'm like, am I here? Am I not here? Did I not know I'm invisible? Did I get that power? I don't understand why you didn't just ask one of...
I think she held it in because she wants to be taught by this teacher.
And that's the number one thing that she keeps saying. I miss her, and I wish I was just in her class. I wish I could just talk to her. She genuinely loves her teacher.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad that I feel like it got cut short. And I think it's also one of those things because if ever I had a question or whatever, it was no big deal to drop my daughter off and walk up to the classroom and be like, hey, I have a question. And she's always super just awesome and sweet and honest and nice and amazing. And so now, it's, well, I have a question, but I'm going to have to text her and then I'll have to wait for her response. And I don't want to call her because she's probably on the phone with somebody else's kid for 2 hours.
Whitcomb Gutterman, half white, Bibman, black. You want to talk to Mr. Gutterman? One moment, sir. I'll connect you.
And she hasn't complained once. The entire time she was on the phone 2 hours. You can hear the patience in her voice.
And she's so just willing to explain it 12 different directions in order to try to get her to figure it out. And also she's so patient and she's like, okay, well, I see that we're still not super confident in this, so let's go over it again. And I appreciate that before she has to take a test.
So we know the information. We know the math. We know the English. We know the health. We know that. But to express it in a way where somebody can absorb it and remember it for all of eternity, that's a special gift I just do not have.
There's a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Yeah. To all the teachers.
Yeah.
We love you.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Our oldest daughter has multiple classes, multiple teachers, and each one phenomenal. So, and she's actually the one that's on the Zoom calls the most, and with the teachers and with the other students. And what's funny is she's sitting in her chair, watching the Zoom call, participating, and just like in class, they're asking her, "Hey, stop answering all the questions. Stop."
She's told us that before. She's told us, Mom, they tell me, like, stop. You're the only one who's answering. They'll say, anybody but her, please. And so I start laughing because I remember being that kid too. I'm still kind of that kid sometimes. And so she takes notes like me, like, God bless her. And so it makes me laugh really hard because I was cooking in the kitchen. I was making something. I don't remember. I was either lunch or breakfast. I don't remember. But I just remember her. She's sitting at the kitchen table. She's got her iPad going. She's got her notes out. And the teacher's asking questions. And she keeps answering. And there's nobody else talking. And at one point the teacher says, okay, so can anyone but her answer these questions? And I just started giggling in the kitchen because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's exactly the way she described it.
Yep.
Like,
The one kid pops off and goes, "No." And I was that kid. If I was there, I'm like, whatever. I'm telling you, I was a horrible kid.
you should apologize to your teachers.
I'm sorry, all of my teachers. Sorry
Now
for
you
all
know how hard it
that
is.
I put you through. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. I'm sorry for neighbors. I'm sorry to anybody and everybody that crossed my path at that time in my life. And that's what makes you guys so amazing.
Yes, you deal with it and you see it every day.
Every day. And sometimes teachers see more of people's children than the parents do, from work schedules, game schedules, whatever the reason is. So there's a hefty portion of raising somebody else's child that you guys deal with, because the education part is usually the easier part. It's the emotional distress that comes across from the child's life that makes teaching so hard. Because a lot of times kids can absorb it. It's just they have to process emotionally what they're going through for home. So, I mean, that's your teachers, your counselors, your mom and dad, sometimes your chefs, nurses. Just you just run the gambit. So just thank you very much.
Yes. All the effort and time that you have put into this so that we parents can try to do a portion of your job and hopefully not fail you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying really hard.
Yeah. If you're a teacher and you're watching this,
Yes.
do you appreciate what's going on now? Because you used to have to go to a class and stand there for 10, 12 hours and teach. Or do you appreciate the staying at home, Zoom calling for a couple hours? Are your hours still just as long?
That's a good question. And we miss you.
Yeah.
Not because we want our kids. I'm that weird parent who gets super sad when their kids go to school. I love my kids. I miss my kids. I hate being away from them. I love seeing when they discover new things or when they learn something or when the epiphany happens. Like that look on their face is so exciting to me.
Aha!
Yes, and celebrating with them when they feel accomplished. I mean, again, my poor neighbors, when we're outside and we're doing sports and, they picked up a new sport 10 months ago and my daughter just learned, it's a skill that we started from the very beginning that she just hasn't been able to master. And lo and behold, in this homeschooling time, that's been our PE. And she's killing it. And I'm so proud of her and the look on her face when she was so down on herself about, Mom, I can't do this. And I'm like, I think you can. You should give it another try. And then she did it first try, and it was amazing, and it was awesome. And there was a lot of yelling and yes in the backyard. And again, my poor neighbors, I feel so bad for them.
You were super loud.
Yes, there's so much excitement. I mean, my dogs even yell at us sometimes. Like, y'all need to calm down. But there was we try to celebrate with them, and I mean, I'm just saying, there was a door decorating contest where we could have won some things for our class.
Still waiting
and
to
my
hear from
door
you.
was dope,
It
y'all.
was.
I was so proud of my
It was
door.
banging.
I mean, I didn't see most everybody else's door, but I'm sure you did a great job. But like, mine was cool. Okay.
Just a little bit under the clothes that she provided. So,
I worked hard.
Yeah.
I had other parents kind of help me. Well, one other parent really, Lauren.
yeah.
Just kind of bounce ideas off with her, and Crystal Rios, kudos to you for organizing all of it and all that fun stuff. But like, I was so proud of myself. I was like, dude, we killed it. We killed it. We got this ice cream party in the bag. And then school.
Still waiting for that ice cream party.
I know. I'm sad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so just to be clear and fair, you're killing it. You're killing it
As the ice cream parties?
as the-
I know.
No, you're
I
killing
need
it
to lay off the ice cream parties.
as a homeschool mom. You're killing it. You're doing a phenomenal job.
I don't know about that, but
You
thank
are.
you.
You absolutely are. And I'm very grateful.
Especially when I do my, you should call your teacher,
Yeah.
face. I'm just the sub.
Yep.
You should call your teacher.
That sounds like a question for a professional.
Yes.
That's funny. That's really funny. So do us a favor. Tag a teacher.
Thank them.
Thank them. Share it for teachers. Let them know that you're thinking of them.
Yes.
You're praying for them. And that this world is a better place because they're a teacher.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We're
Okay.
weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm going to stop being sorry about that. I'm not going to apologize.
That's about right. That's that kid.
That's right.
That's it. There's the kid. We found him.
Whoop, pop right
Pop
back out.
right out. I mean.
That's funny. All right. We love you guys. Bye.